up, guys? Today I'm making a quick video just kind of breaking down how the free cruises work with MSC, because they do work a little bit different from cruise line to cruise line. Now, the first one I actually won through a casino. So it took a little while for the offer to connect. I think it was about 45 days, and then I was able to book it. But they required a $400 deposit for that. And then when I got on the ship, I had $400 in comp that they returned back to me to play on the ship. And I thought that was kind of cool. Well, then I went to work on the craps table there, and they actually have they call it their Dream Point reward system. And they're very transparent about it. It's posted in their casino. I'm going to put it up here, one of these sides, and show you what that looks like. But ultimately, it tells you how many points you need to make a 5-day cruise, an 8-day cruise, even a 10-day sailing. And then it breaks down based on how many points you get. You could win free play. You can move from interior to ocean to balcony to a suite with a drink package, or even their yacht club, which includes drink package and Wi-Fi and a much nicer space and private dining, things like that. But to get started is only 5,000 points. Now that's an interior room. Now personally, I'll still book those if I'm cruising alone, because I have a high enough tier points with MSC that I typically get upgraded to either a balcony or at least an ocean view anyway. It depends on how many folks are on the ship. But so that was booking it through the casino offer from my local casino. Now, once I had won a cruise from the cruise line, it was slightly different. It was a $500 deposit to cover the taxes, the fees. And then it also, you got the full $500 back as comp in the casino when you got there. So to me, it was really a free cruise. Now, I drive a lot, so I have no problem driving to the ports. There was a port in Brooklyn. They're closed right now to do some renovation. They're supposed to be opening them back up in the next couple of years. For me, that was a quick, easy drive. I love that. But I'll still drive down to Florida for a free cruise. I know some of you prefer to fly. Totally up to you. But the cruise itself was a $500 deposit for 2 people. It wasn't just a single occupancy. Now, we've also used that and brought our kids along. Now, typically, if you pay for a cruise with MSC, it's kids cruise free. So you're not paying an extra rate for the kids. However, when you're on a cruise offer, based on the length of the cruise, there is an upcharge, but it's menial. It's essentially the port fees and taxes for the kids to come along. So when we travel as a family and bring them along, it's still relatively cheap. I think the last one we did, I think it was total of $700 that we paid to bring the kids along, and I believe that was a 10-day cruise. Now, I didn't know this in the beginning, but when you win a free cruise through the casino with MSC, you also get free drinks from the casino bar. So the first free cruise I went on, I actually paid for the drink package. Once I found out that I actually got free drinks in the casino when I got a free cruise from the casino on board the ship, I really don't drink that much, and I really don't drink that much when I'm not playing in the casino. So I didn't find a need to even pay for the drink package, because essentially you'd be paying for a drink package just to get your drink at a different bar. Now, mind you, the other bars tend to be open different hours, and the casino bar is really only open when the table games are open. So there might be times where the casino's open, say a C day, and the bar would close at 3, 4, depending on how many people are in the casino. The slots will stay open, but the table games may shut down. And then typically around 10 o'clock in the morning, the casino would open back up. And then obviously while you're in port, you couldn't get drinks. But that's neither here nor there for me, because I'm not a huge drinker. But that did make a difference for when I'm bringing other people with me, right? Now, once you hit 5,000 points, it automatically goes into their system. So it's tracking your points. It's using your room key as essentially your player's card. And typically within 30 days of coming off the ship, you'll get an email telling you what you won. So you're not getting a certificate on the ship. You're not having to book it while you're on the ship. You just call their casino cruise line number and you book your cruise. As long as there is a open room in the tier level that you had a free cruise for. So if I won an 8-day ocean view cruise and I just find a cruise that I think, hey, those dates work for me and I like those destinations, I just call the number and say, hey, can I get the ocean view room on this cruise? They book it and you're good. Now, there have been times where I'm booking a little bit last minute and say there's no cruise available for the tier that I had earned. And they still will let you book those cruises, but there may be a slight upcharge. So say all the interior rooms are sold out on a specific cruise and you had only won an interior certificate, then you may have to pay a little bit and end up with an ocean view or a balcony or whatever that upgrade is, the cost difference. But you'd still be able to use your cruise certificate so long as there's rooms available. Oh, and I highly recommend that you join MSC's Voyagers Club, because in the last 2 years, I went from essentially no cruises to now I'm not their top tier, but they're one right below their top tier, and I'll probably hit their top tier this year. But ultimately, you end up getting extra perks. Free specialty dining event for 2, champagne to the room, chocolates to the room, things like that. And a day in the thermal area, which is phenomenal, by the way. So there's a lot of extra perks if you're joining whatever the tier program is on the ships that you're cruising with. Those just happen to be what they are for MSC. I love MSC. Right now, I'm working on earning enough free points with a different casino that's partnered with a different cruise line, because me and my wife want to try them out. And we think it would be fun to get another free cruise on a different cruise line and start cruising with another cruise line as well. Also, based on your play on the ship, you'll also get free entry to different events, right? So if you're on a casino cruise, you get invited to a free raffle. There's other things. Each ship is a little bit different that are going on that you get invited to that are exclusive to the casino cruisers. So definitely participate in those. They're a lot of fun. One of the questions that had come up was, how do I get rated on the cruise ship when I'm playing the different systems that I'm playing? And to be frank, I honestly don't know. I got another cruise coming up, the next cruise that I go on. I'm going to talk to the casino staff, because most of the craps dealers on the ship I'm going on to actually already know me from the other cruises I've been on, and kind of get some of that inside information to see how the pit boss is rating us. I know it's about the size of the bet and the time you're on the table, but what their ratios and how they're rating us, I'm not entirely sure based on which strategy, but I'll get back to you on that. The other fun thing is, I don't know if it works on the other ships, but even though I'm primarily a craps player, while you're on the ship, you're earning points, players card points. And for every 100 points you earn, you also get $1 free on the slots. So typically what I do is I wait till the last day or two, and then I just go hit the slots with that free money and see if I can convert it into any real money to bring to the craps table. Or just have a little extra bump or a little bit of extra fun. But definitely don't forget to use all of the free money that's on the table while you're on the ship. With that being said, if you got any questions for me, I'm more than willing to walk through and talk you through how I do things. And I look forward to trying new cruise lines. And hopefully I get to see some of you guys on the cruise ships, playing some craps, making some money, and winning some free cruises.